Okay, so all right, cool. Let me turn this back on. Okay. Oh, why that one won't turn? Okay. So I let me tell you, I gotta play with that thing some more because it gave me a run.
But let me tell you, sometimes it does act real funky. It does. Girl, sometimes I be so mad. I be like, well, why is not going in?
Right. And let me
Girl, yeah.
Oh.
Here, see if you can put them in a cage. My little snowflake about to run. Come here. Okay. Let me, say hey, Regina. Say hi.
How is she liking her new environment?
Yeah, you know.
They like backyard.
Huh?
She's loving that backyard.
Yeah, she loving the backyard, but girl, let me tell you. So I went for a walk yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And they was like, what is going on? Like, we ain't used to this.
Right.
Girl, I had to pick them up.
Oh.
I was like, oh my goodness. Huh?
They say it's too hot, honey.
Yes. They was like, it's like 14.
Right. Right. Okay, so and Monica, you sure it's still light?
It's light.
All right.
Yeah, I can see everything real clear.
Okay, cool. I did this template.
Good.
Yes, I cut it with the Cameo.
And it didn't take that long either.
Well, it took a while, it seemed.
I mean, what, 15 minutes at the most? Because you know, on the Cameo, it'll tell you how long it's going to take.
It didn't tell me at all.
You didn't see the time?
I didn't see the time. It wasn't counting down or anything.
Uh-huh.
Girl, listen, that Cameo game.
Well, you did a good job, though.
So it did cut off the very top row, but I can still plug in the jewels there to pick it up.
Right.
Full letter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so all in all, and I like the way that it does cut because when you pull it off, the majority of the little circles are left behind.
Uh-huh.
So I only had probably about 20 to go and pick out, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I noticed with my Cricut, if I use the Cricut, when I pull it up, I have a lot left still.
Uh-huh. So
I did like that part of it. But it's probably about 25 minutes to cut this one. And maybe because it's so much on it, I don't know. But
it came out real nice though.
Yeah, so I said I'll have to keep playing around with it to just get the hang of it.
Right.
You know, yeah. And so what I did was I ended up moving that other bar to the far right so that it would be on the tip, not the tip, but like a quarter in.
Right.
And then crunk it up, like put it up.
Right.
And then where it locked that bar.
It locked the bar. Okay.
And so that held a little bit better. So I don't know. Like I said, I just got to keep playing with it.
Right.
Real used to it. Yeah, because I was like, oh, right.
Listen, at least you can say I did use it.
Right, I used it. It worked.
Yeah.
So I think the next template I cut, I'm gonna run it through without using the mat, because I put this on a mat.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna see how it goes without putting it on a mat to see if it's cut through the back or if it, will stay okay intact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is my shirt, and my heat press is heating up, but my shirt is kind of a soft tan grayish color. It's real soft.
Okay.
Now for this image, it was on the actual picture, like the Juneteenth, and it's all in and the 1865 is all in white rhinestones.
Mhm.
Then these little lines, the 3 lines have,
Uh-huh.
it was red, yellow, green.
Right.
What I'm thinking is, I'm just not sure if 1860, if it's gonna really stand out on the shirt. If
Okay.
I don't, because the shirt is not a darker color, right?
Uh-huh.
I want the words to really stand out. So I'm thinking maybe in putting June in red, teenth in green,
Uh-huh.
and then the 1865 in yellow, or the gold
Okay.
yellow.
Mhm.
And maybe still trying to do the separate rows of red, yellow, green behind the side, on the side.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm gonna try. So,
Mhm.
because I just don't think, like I said, I don't think the white or the silver is really gonna stand out. Now, maybe if it was
You
on
could,
a
you could put black.
black,
You could put black to make it stand out on the where the silver, the white and the silver is supposed to go.
right? I think if I had a black T-shirt, of course it will stand out like it should.
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't have that one. Yeah,
Okay.
not in my
Mhm.
size that I need. I'm gonna try it this way.
It's Steve Harvey. One of your
Okay.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at balancing your family budget?
Emily, we hear your team. Steve Harvey.
Oh,
Mhm.
hi. Sorry, I didn't realize that my volume was on.
That's
Hi, Regina.
okay. How are you?
Good, and you?
Thanks for joining. So I was just telling Monica, I'm gonna try some various colors to make it stand out on the shirt, because I'm using a lighter color shirt instead of a black or darker color shirt. So I'm gonna do my word June is going to be in red. The word teenth will be in green. And then the 1865, I'm gonna do in that yellowish color. And I will still make separate lines for the side. And I'll show it to you once I can get this down. But I'm trying to be very particular in getting these in right, so I don't have to pick out, because I don't want them to run into the other slots.
Mhm.
I'm trying to make it to where it goes in the words and the colors I want in the words only. Yeah. So have y'all made y'all a Juneteenth T-shirt yet?
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Monica. I know you can't right now.
Nope.
I keep forgetting.
Regina, did you just make that template or you already had it made?
I just cut it tonight, and I cut this template using my Cameo instead of this instead of the Cricut. And I will say I like the way the Cameo cuts it, because it does a deeper cut on the template to where it gets everything in, it gets all the holes cut nicely, so I don't have to really finagle them too much. Now,
I just actually had a template created for a logo that I wanted to put on my T-shirt, but I haven't done anything with it yet.
okay. Yeah. And too, in Design Space, or what is it, Silhouette Design Studio for Cameo machines, but you know how you can still design and print out of Silhouette. If you have the business edition, you can upload your words or your image and then go to the Rhinestone setting and turn it into a Rhinestone template. And then you can tell it, what size stones you want. So instead of, paying someone to make the templates for you, you can do it for free. Although, and I'm saying that, and I purchased these templates offline myself. I just, I've been so behind. I was on vacation, and I've just been behind in getting some things ready for Juneteenth. So I was like, let me just go out there and see what's available, because I did want to make at least myself a T-shirt, right? this go round. Yeah. So I went out there and found some templates and purchased a whole bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if for anything, I'll have some for next year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because I didn't advertise at all this year. Yeah, all these holidays are just sneaking up on me, to be honest.
Girl, I know that's right.
Feel like I don't have enough time
Mhm.
to do things. Yeah, got so much stuff going on.
Mhm.
Yeah. So again, this template is a 10 by, and something popped up here, a 10 by, oh, I'm not plugged in, sorry. This is a 10 by, the size is 10 by 8.1 is the
Mhm.
size, of this particular template. Yeah, 10 by 8.1. So it'll be a nice size on the shirt, but we will see how it comes out. All right, so I got my top row, and what I'm gonna do too is go ahead, because the way it cut a bit, it cut off slightly some of the words on the very top row of the
Mhm.
template. So it made the bottom hole. So
Mhm.
the round part of the hole. So I'm just filling those in so I can make sure that I get the full coverage of the top word, right, for June.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it's just a couple of a couple of spaces where I have to put this in where it didn't capture right. And then I should be able to put all the others in the right way.
Mhm.
The remaining of the template, yeah. Because those holes did fully form. So I might go ahead and recut this template too. So when I saved it, I went ahead and adjusted the size of
Right.
the mat, right?
Okay.
What I did was I made the mat size 8.5 by 11.
Okay.
And I should have did 12 by 12 since I was doing the cameo.
Okay. Yeah.
That way I could have moved the image down a little further.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
I could have, been able to have a top piece and a bottom without anything cut,
Right.
full. Yeah. That's what I should have did. So that was part of
Mhm.
yeah. So I think we lost Emmeline.
Mhm.
Okay. Let me just put these 6 more little rhinestones in here just so I can get, like I said, I'm just trying to make sure I get the full letter.
Mhm.
Then I'll go down and fill in the rest, pick it up with my paper. I forget the name of the paper though. I want to call it contact paper, but it's not contact. It's
So what you call paper?
the sticky paper
Sticky paper. Mhm.
to get the rhinestones up.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. It'll come to me in a minute. Okay, so I've gotten the reds in for June. It didn't take that much, yeah. Didn't take that many stones.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the 1865 in this yellow color, and again trying to keep it out of my word teenth because I don't want them in that section. And I just had a couple to go in. I was kind of wild the way that I pushed them out.
Now, Regina, can you make a template in Cricut or no?
Yes, you can make it in Cricut. I've done one in Cricut. Cricut does not have the feature that will automatically turn it into a template for you. Let me put it this way. I have made it in Silhouette Studios before, saved it as a SVG file on the outside to my hard drive so I could bring it into Cricut. I've not been able to create a rhinestone template directly into Cricut. I'm not sure with all these updates if they've updated that feature yet, because I haven't really gone into Cricut much to play with. Because a lot of my what do you call it, sublimation items, I like to design and or print them via pulling them up in Silhouette Studios because I can make it whatever size, right? Because you know how Cricut before had the limitation of sizes, although now I see where they're allowing larger sizes for you to print from within Cricut. But well, I lost one of my words. But no, I haven't successfully been able to actually create it in Cricut. And I like doing it in Silhouette Studios because it basically does it for you. So like I said, you can just type your word or bring in a picture. And then if you have the business edition, you just go over to the feature where it has rhinestones and you turn that image into a rhinestone template. And it creates all the little holes, all the intricate details of that image or your words that you've put down. So to me, it's easier that way than having to try and create it from scratch and make it rhinestones yourself. Because then you got to play with moving the holes to make sure they're in the right spot. Because sometimes when you try and create it on your own, not having the business edition, when it makes the holes, sometimes the holes are on top of each other. So then you have to go in and pick it out and try and delete some of the holes to make the word look right. So with the business edition, it does it all for you. So that's why I like that piece of it when it comes down to making your own templates. All right, so I got this yellow in, and actually I was gonna do a row on the side of this design. It has 3 lines next to the word 1865, where the image actually had it red, yellow, green. Well, I wasn't really paying too much attention, and I just made it all that yellow. So that's how mine's gonna be. I'm not going to pick those out. I am not going to pick them out. Now, I do have about 5 stones that went into the green section. So I got to get those 5 out so I can, let me get my little pick. So I can put my green in without a problem. Yeah. So what else y'all been working on though? Have y'all been busy, taking a break?
I actually gave my daughter a birthday party today, and the theme was the miraculous with Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Okay. And
So I did the goodie boxes, chip bags, water bottles. I subbed on some glitter notebooks, and I made like the sticker for the Capri Sun juice pouches.
yeah, so you gotta
I want to see it.
And it's like my first time doing all of that. So yeah. So I was pleased with the outcome. And I made myself I made her a miraculous t-shirt. I did one for myself with some glitter vinyl, and yeah, I did a lot. So I'm tired. Yeah. I'm so tired. I'm glad that the party is done and over with.
I know she appreciated it, was excited.
I hope so. She's only 7, so I'm not sure about the level of appreciation.
Yeah. But that's nice. You gotta post it so we can see it.
Sure, I'll post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to a sewing class today. so that I can learn how to use this sewing machine that I purchased 8 years ago that was sitting in the closet.
Oh wow.
Like, okay, let me take it out. So last month I took it out the box. Because I was like, let me make sure this thing still works. So it turned on and I, put the foot pedal on it too, because I had gone onto Joann's website because they offered a beginner's course in sewing. So, they give you your whole list of what all you got to bring and stuff, and you got to bring your own sewing machine. Now, if you don't have one yet, they will let you use one of theirs, right? I think you have to rent it or something. But so everything worked. I mean, it came on, the foot pedal was working. So I was like, okay, perfect. I need to learn how to sew. So I went today and took the class, and I actually enjoyed myself. Like, it was a little bit of a struggle in the beginning because it was something new for me, and trying to make sure that I could get the needle threaded, like trying to do putting this what do you call it, the thread in the right location so that it can spool through the machine and go through that needle. That's a chore. It's like a maze. It's like 7 different spots I got to run through just to get to the bottom of the needle. So I'm like, this don't make no sense to me how they built it. That was the hardest part. Cutting the material out to your size and just pinning it and sewing it in a straight line was so easy. I was like, oh my God. So of course, I bought me some more material. And while I was in the store, and I'm like, okay, I'm fixing to make me some pillows for my porch rocking chairs. So I might try and make those tomorrow or later tonight. Okay, so now I got my little yellowish gold color in the middle for 1865. I'm gonna pour my green for tint and get that filled in. And I will tell you, the more you pour on your mat, the better it helps the stones to kind of turn in. So you can use, I have the longer rhinestone sweeper, and I also have the shorter one, right? The smaller one. So I'm using the smaller one so I can kind of control this a little bit better since I'm doing multiple colors. But if you kind of do a little circular motion as you're putting them in, they kind of fall in a little bit better around those holes. So I think my next major project will be, like I said, I want to come out with my gift card line, right? So I think that's going to probably be my next big major project. Start working on the cards and stationery, because I want to make it like a set, right? To have the notepads and all that kind of stuff to go with. Now, another thing that I'm going to be trying probably tomorrow, or well, I'm going to start it later tonight. I bought some faux leather, and it has the Gucci symbols and Louis Vuitton symbols. I bought those sheets, and I'm going to cut it down to the size of the notebook, the hardcore notebook piece. And I'm going to glue that on so I can see if it can make a nice designer notebook or journal. So that's going to be my next thing that I actually do for a little craft item. And then of course, if that comes out nice, then I will host the class so people can see how to do that, and post it, post some finished products and stuff on my actual customs website, because I'll make it like a whole big set with some stationery and stuff too. Or probably even make like a tumbler or a mug, to go with it, to make it like a bundle type thing. Okay, so I have my green in. It looks so pretty too with the colors like that. So let me just put my excess back into this without losing so much on the floor. And then my temperature that I'm gonna press these, for my machine, it tells me to press rhinestones at 320. So I'm gonna probably end up pressing it a couple times. When I do rhinestones, I just like to make sure that that glue from behind really adheres and will not pop off, like when someone washed the shirt. So I like to go over my shirt like 2 to 3 times just to make sure everything is set. So I have my green, my yellowish color, yellow gold color, and my green on the back. I'm sorry, red, yellowish gold, and green. And once I pick it up, then I can really show you the color. So my paper, did it roll off? Or did I put it back up? I had it out. This is not the one that I wanted to use. What did I do with it? Where is my paper? That is so strange. I just had it out and on the table. It's not back here. Let me see where it could have rolled off the table and rolled to. I need to be able to pick up my stones. This is crazy. Okay, now I'm really crazy. This thing is standing up on the table. Okay, I probably go.
I was about to tell you to look right there.
Okay.
She do it.
Did it roll off the table? I didn't hear it.
I lose stuff all the time.
Right in front of my face, standing up.
I'm constantly losing.
Crazy.
I'm constantly losing the scissors and the measuring tape all the time.
They be right there in your face. Get it? I just don't get it. Okay, so I don't need that much because I'm not covering the whole sheet, but I want to make sure I have extra so that it picks up everything. And so again, too, the easiest way, to pick up your stones is to kind of bend this sheet when you're laying it and then lay it out flat and then go all over it with your hands. So I wanted to make sure that I cut it big enough or larger than the actual flock. So for those of you who are going to watch the video a little bit later, I use flock to cut the holes with my Cameo machine. These are 10SS size. And great. So what I did was I kind of bended it in the middle and laid it first in the middle and then laid it out flat. But therefore it wouldn't try and pick up stones the wrong way.
Right.
And I'm just going over it really hard just to make sure that that adhesive can pick them up without having to lay it back down and pick them up again. When I hear that little crunch sound, I know that's kind of adhering to the tape here. And then, like I say, to press it. So the longer part of these projects, I would say for rhinestones, is cutting the template. Because when you place these stones in, you can actually get your stones in place, if you're not doing multiple colors within 10 minutes or so. But when you're doing a lot of different colors, sometimes it might take you about 20 minutes just to make sure you have everything in the right place when it comes down to the colors. Okay, so let's see if it can pick it all up at once. So, before I take it off. So here you can kind of see it. It's the June in red, the 1865 with 3 lines on the side in that goldish yellow color. And then teenth is in green. All right, so far it's picking up all of my stones together. And of course, you know, if they don't pick up all together, lay it back down, press on that one and get it stuck to the paper. And I will tell you, this is the very first time that I've been able to pull this off without having to lay it down and pick up another 1 or 2 stones. So I'm really excited about that. So you can kind of see it this way, the June and then the okay. So now I'm gonna position it on my t-shirt. I've already measured out my t-shirt on the sides to make sure that everything fits. And I'm just gonna lay this, making sure that I'm kind of centering. It looks pretty good to me, where I don't want to have to keep picking up this template and then, you know, these start to fall out some. Now, you don't have to, but I am going to put some butcher paper or contact paper on top. I just sometimes get paranoid thinking that that sheet's going to melt. So I'm just going to put some of this contact paper on top and press it. But the colors are going to stand out really nice, huh? Just looking at it, the colors look really good on there. So I have it 320 for 60 seconds, and we're gonna see how that goes. So of course I'm finished with my templates. I've put it back on the back of the white sheet here, the back of the flock paper. I'm just gonna line it up a little bit better. So, and then the paper did cut. So my thing did start cutting some of the white pieces off. So the next time I use this template, I'll probably have to clean this up some again, because it started cutting white holes on the back. So it could be the level of the depthness of that, the pressure. Yeah, because you want to make sure you save these so you can reuse them over and over again. So I have a folder that I keep them in. So that's the first pass. And what I do is, because really you're only supposed to do 1 burn or 1 press for it, I just start to lift some just to see how they're adhering, you know, pulling away from this. So they're pulling away pretty good to where they're on the t-shirt. But again, I'm just going to do another press just to make sure that they get in there really, really good. And I'm going to do it 2 times. So when it beeps again, I'm putting it back down. Just to be safe, because when I wash this t-shirt, I don't want none of them falling out.
I know that's right.
And I don't want to be embarrassed wearing it and some of the jewels start popping off. So yeah. So what are some of the other things y'all gonna be working on? Are you gonna be taking a break? Sometimes my brain is like too much on overload with all of this, because I keep seeing so many things I want to do, and I'm like, I gotta like slow myself down. That side. I'm just gonna lift. Everything still looks good. And I'm going down 1 more time. And then I know I'm overdoing it, but again, I want everything to really adhere really good. Okay. And then just cleaning everything up. And I'll just show y'all while that's working. So here is the paper. This is like the faux leather. And this is pink Louis Vuitton. The Louis Vuitton symbols all over. And this one is like a soft pink peach color. And this is Gucci. So it has the little G's and it's tiny G's. So what I'll end up doing is cutting it to, they're really nice. So I'm gonna end up ordering more because it has like all different brands and it's not all designer. It's all other kind of symbols and stuff too. Really nice. And I'll actually I'll do a post and show y'all and then tell you where you can purchase this stuff from. And it's a good price. She sells the stuff for a good price. And so I'm gonna cut it down to the 8.5 by 11 side for the first, for the front and back of the notebook. And then I'm just gonna put glue on this really good, or on the hardboard first, like paint it on there, and then lay this down so that it glues and sticks to the top of the cover. And then I'll use the hole punch, with the press machine to cut the holes in it, and then continue with making the binder. So, like I said, I might try and work on that tomorrow. Or start it off even tonight with gluing it. And, glue it can adhere overnight. And then I can, punch holes in it. All right, so just make sure y'all saving your paper so you keep reusing this. You don't cut it and use it just one time. You use this over and over until it's no longer sticky. So I'll put that with all my rhinestones. And this is the shirt.
Cute, nice.
So the top, and it stands out really nice with the colors. So the top row is red, the middle is the golden color, and the bottom is the green. Yeah.
Nice.
So, I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it on my mannequin and take a picture and post it so you can actually really, really see the colors. But the rhinestones have really adhered to it also. And I purchased the rhinestones. I only purchased my t-shirt rhinestones from Be Creative or Be Createful. What's her site?
Be creative.
Yeah, becreateful.com. Because I have the best luck with her rhinestones adhering to the t-shirts and stuff. I've purchased off of Amazon before and they just don't seem to be the right quality. I mean, some have,
What was the name again, Regina? Sorry.
becreateful.com. And when I post this t-shirt, because I'm gonna put it on my mannequin and take a picture and post it tonight. And then what I'll do is post her website. So you can, if you want to purchase rhinestones from her, I can vouch for her because they really, really work. So I will be wearing this t-shirt on tomorrow. And I'm gonna make another one sometime tomorrow and wear that on Monday. Oh yes. Since that's considered the federal holiday. So if I leave the house and go to a store or something, I can advertise for my holiday, right? And then of course people see it and it's like, where'd you get that from? So you can hand them business cards at that point and say, I make these. And it's funny, we were just on vacation and the t-shirts that I wore on vacation, I made them. And so when we were at this one museum in DC, we came upon a mother and daughter and we were talking and they were like, oh my God, I like your t-shirt. And it really wasn't anything to me outstanding, but the words I think is what kind of really stood out to them. And they were like they want to order, and you hear people say, "Oh, I want to order." So at first, I didn't tell them I made the shirts. Right? We were just talking, and Glenn is my marketer, and so he actually told them, "Well, she makes T-shirts and all this kind of stuff." So as we got to talking, they were like, "Oh my God, we want to order." So they did reach out to me. The mother reached out, and she was like, "We went to your website and didn't see the T-shirt loaded. We want to purchase it." So I got to go out there tonight and upload it on my custom site, and then send her a note back letting her know, it's ready so where she can actually order them. But I have to get in the habit of when I do T-shirts and I'm wearing them out for myself, just to still make sure that I post them as a custom item on my personal custom website. So if someone asks, I can direct them to the site and they can see the shirts right then and there and purchase, versus me having to, come back and try and upload them and or them asking for it and I don't have it uploaded. So that's just kind of like business 101. When I was making them too, I was in a rush trying to make sure that I had my clothes ready and stuff and not wearing the same T-shirts all the time on trips and things like that. So I was in a rush to make them and just didn't upload them. So like I said, I will take a picture and put this on my mannequin, take a picture of it, and then I'll post it, and I'll post the website to where I purchase these rhinestones from, and these are the hot fix ones. They work really, really well. And again, I do overkill. I like to make sure that they truly adhere, and I will press them 3 times. You really only do it 1 time, but I do it 3 times. And that's just being anal too, right? So, y'all have any questions? Again, this is the shirt.
Nice.
So I will do my hair in the morning. Throw this on tomorrow, and I'm going to make sure that I go to a couple of stores. Just so I can represent, right?
Right.
Our freedom. Yeah. So any questions? No? Well, I thank y'all for joining in, and sorry I put it out there so late. I was kind of debating if I was going to do it tonight or just do it early in the morning, but the time went ahead and cut, so I was like, let me just go ahead and knock this out tonight. Therefore, I'm gonna press it and be ready to wear it tomorrow.
Thank you, Regina.
You're welcome. You are welcome. So I'll have the video uploaded also probably within 30 minutes, because once it uploads, when I turn this off and it saves and uploads to my hard drive, then I can post it out. So I'll have everything posted. So thank y'all for joining, and I'll probably be on sometime tomorrow, showing something different. But in the meantime, y'all have a good night.
Good night.
All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. I ain't going away.